Alright, on today's episode we change out one of the headlights, we swap the wiper blades, we redo the seats. You can see the split going down right here. We find a new favorite drink. Still not good. We show off our vinyl wrapping skills again. This is not good. We unbox something special and we go on our first drive. Let me show you another problem that we have. So when I have the low beams on, everything's fine. When I turn the high beams on, you see this one doesn't light up. I'm thinking that part of this bulb might be bad. So we're going to take it apart and see what's going on in there. So I'm just going to take this bezel off first, take this light bulb out, see if we can see any issues. Before I go testing wires and all that, I'm just going to plug in the new one and see if it works. Low beam, high beam. So it works, it was just the bulb. While we waited on the epoxy to dry for the windshield trim, I decided this was a good time to swap out the wipers. The one that was on here is too long by about an inch. These are probably 19s. And it was, when I go, it was scratching the top of that window trim. This should fix that problem. The rear panels from the original car were pretty messed up, so I had these from the parts car, but they were black, so I ended up cleaning them up and painting them gray, which has lasted so far, but probably wasn't the best option. But since that's all we had at the time, I decided to go ahead and try to paint these up. After cleaning these panels the best I could with some alcohol and a rag, I first spray painted them with adhesion promoter, which is supposed to help the paint bond to plastic and vinyl and other materials. After the adhesion promoter, I painted both panels with some gray primer. After the primer dried, I spray painted everything with the same gray paint that I painted the other interior pieces with. Now, I don't really recommend doing it this way. I just had these panels left over and I figured I'd give them a shot with this paint. But of course, the right way would be to bring it to an upholstery shop or even revinyl them yourself. But at this point, I just used what I had and just wanted to see how it would come out, and so far it's held up okay with just the paint. It hasn't chipped off or anything yet, so far so good, but probably not the most ideal situation. Here's the project of the day. I'm going to take apart this seat because we ordered new seat covers and we're preparing for when those come in we can swap these out. Now these might not look bad from a distance, but bring you up close here. You can see the split going down right here. Cracked all in here. Seat back's not too bad, but kit comes with new bottoms, tops. Back section looks pretty good because it doesn't come with this panel, which I'm kind of curious on how it's going to match. They haven't come in yet, but at this point we're just going to disassemble the seat and go from there. Broken here. I don't know if I broke that or if it was broken. These are kind of already stripped out. See that? Try to use something with this large bit on there, and hopefully that comes out without stripping. I think this just pops out like this, I hope. Oh, yeah. Now this piece has a 3-prong ring that we need to rotate. Oh. Okay, now I'm going to take out this screw and pull this panel off. It's cracked a little bit here, but maybe we can glue that back together at some point. I'm try to get this cable out now. Little clip comes off. Okay, I think I'm ready to disconnect the top portion of this seat. Gonna try to get the seat cover off now. Looks like it's glued and stapled all around. This looks like it's stapled through the metal here. Start by cutting these hog rings, I guess. It's not through the metal. There's a hole here. It's stapled to itself. Makes more sense. I think I'm just gonna cut that. So the seat itself doesn't look too bad, which is good news. I'm just going to recover that and hopefully it holds its shape and looks nice. Alright, I'm going to clean up all of these seat components here. This chrome is looking pretty dirty. These are the seat rails. Try to get the rust out of there and clean those up pretty good. I think I'll just clean these, probably not paint them. I might paint these rails. Cleaned up everything a little bit here. These came out pretty good. This one has some scuff marks in it there, but overall better than they were. And this is just like a couple minutes with some water and these SOS pads for everything really, and then I sprayed a little bit of rust paint onto these pieces here and that one. Alright, our seat covers came in. They're not the same gray, they're a little bit lighter, so my car is going to be 50 shades of gray on the interior for sure, but that's okay. And so our goal today is to get the seats recovered, paint all the seat components, all the metal pieces, get those back in the car. Hopefully I can do both seats today, and then we'll put the wheels back on and steering wheel, all that stuff, and hopefully we can go to a test drive and I can drop it off to get aligned. So that is the goal for today. See how far we can make it. Alright, gonna try to fit this new seat cover on. Alright, this is not the easiest thing in the world. I did put a plastic bag over the seat so I could slip this cover on better. I'm going to try to get it as far down as I can. Because the easy part is this top piece. The hardest part is this bottom piece. I'm going to try to do this bottom piece first. If I can pull it down enough here. Okay, we're able to get that bottom piece in pretty easily. Now I'm going to try to get these sides in. Alright, now we just got to do this top part here. Don't like how this came out. Okay, I think it's done. Definitely seat covers don't fit the best. See here, definitely some extra material. It's gonna have to do. I've been trying to acquire a taste for this LaCroix because I usually drink ginger ale or something that has too much sugar in it, but I just don't like this. Is there like an acquired taste? Am I going to start liking this? I like the joke where somebody says that. It's almost like you're drinking sparkling water and somebody's yelling like, what was this one, blackberry from another room? It's kind of what it tastes like. Alright, on to the lower. Okay, I'm just going to start here on the side. Time to hog ring the bottom here and it's pretty much done. Not too bad overall. I think these creases will come out. That's just from shipping. Once they're in the sun and stuff, I think that will come out. So, that one came out. Okay. I feel like I'm more thirsty after I drank that first LaCroix. Is that their secret? Just makes you more thirsty? Still not good. Shit, looks like it's bent. I don't know if you can see that, but the left side is like dipped down and it won't slide on. So now I'm gonna try to fix these things. It's pretty straight. Okay, I got it to go on with just a little bit of persuasion from the hammer. I need a little more persuasion here. Okay, at least when it's past that point, it slides good, so I don't think it'll ever go that far anyway. See if this one goes on easier. So I cut this portion off the old seat so I could use it as a template for cutting these new holes. Just gonna line it up and mark it here. This part's kind of annoying because you have to line up this bar that goes across into both of these holes and then get the other 4 screws in. So let's see if we can get this pretty easily. Well, here's the passenger seat completed. And I think some of these wrinkles will come out with the sun. They're mostly just from packaging, but they're okay. These seat covers are from L Seat. They're about $350 for the entire set. Comes with the headrest, which were very difficult to get on. That's the hardest part, getting those headrest covers on. Here's the seat. It's lighter than the original color, but better than a ripped up seat. I'm going to try to rejuvenate this with a red Sharpie. Not too bad, especially from a distance. I'm going to put this side panel in now. Now this is one that I took out of the parts car that was actually black that I spray painted gray. So it does not look the best, and this is really just a temporary fix so I can get this car back together for the time being. But eventually I'm going to get some vinyl and rewrap it. That's for a later date. As you can probably tell, this vinyl is actually delaminating from this plastic piece here, and its plastic's actually cracked in a couple spots, but it's what we got for now, so we're going to use it. This is supposed to go under that lip. Try not to scratch my sick paint job. This is a flathead because, of course it is. Looks okay for now, I guess. Still need to clean all that up, so I'm just setting it in there for now. Alright, gonna try to get the driver's seat back in. Way behind schedule today. Easy as that. All the videos I watch on YouTube, they're like, just pull these 4 bolts out and seat comes right out. I had to take out the whole center console because these rails were hitting it when I was bringing it up. Even taking out the center console, not easy to get in or out. Hopefully it's easier for you. Moves better than it did when we bought it, but still not super smooth. Alright, gonna get this passenger seat in now. I think the seat rails, I think this one's back and that one's front, because that bolt's in and this one's way back.
Cannot wait to drive my little baby.
We are going to try to wrap these last 3 pieces with this vinyl that we got from Amazon. I imagine that this piece and this one won't be too hard. This will probably be very hard to do, and probably we'll have to do it in separate pieces. Here, here, and then, I don't know, there. It's not going to be perfect. It's kind of the motto for this car. Not going to be perfect, but here is a before picture. Just need to get all this stuff out of here. Oh, that doesn't think this is broken. I need to order a new one of those. It's like sticking whatever position I put it in. I don't know if this back piece actually comes off of here. Glued, it does come off. I guess the question is, should we have taken that off? Can we get that back on? And this is just a temporary thing. I'm gonna go back. I think you can soak this in like acetone and then sand it and redo it, or just buy new stuff. But for the time being, for money's sake, this is gonna have to do for now. I'm not going to put too much here just because I want to be able to take it off again at some point. Just a little dab each corner. This looks like somebody tried to repair it at some point with some epoxy. It also looks like this piece stayed on here. I guess it's broken off of here. This piece also has these two holes in it that had like an aftermarket alarm in the car. So that's definitely gonna show when I put this vinyl on it, and probably all these cracks and stuff too. So down the road, this piece is gonna have to get replaced at some point. For now, we're just gonna wrap it, get the car back together, enjoy it for a little bit, and then we'll determine how to go from there. This is definitely not my best work. This is all gonna have to be redone at some point. Looks okay from here, right? If you get up close, you can see around all the cuts, it's pretty jagged. You can also see some bubbles in there, and then up here is where that portion is. All right, this one, I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to do one square across here. I just don't know. One strip across, one on top. It's not gonna come out good. This is all has like some bad. It's not even on there straight. It has like foam. See that? It's not sitting on there straight at all. Oh, there it is. This is not good, but from a distance, at least it'll match for now until we decide to redo everything. But I'll show you. It's not good. All right, let's try to wrestle this center console in. Alright, this is a big stepping stone here, big milestone for this car, because this car was built for my wife, and the main things that she wanted when we were looking for a car is she wanted it to be silver, she wanted gray interior, and she wanted a wood steering wheel. Well, we got her wood steering wheel here, so this is a big day that we finally get to put it on after months of having the car. So we're going to do a little unboxing. This is probably going to be the nicest thing that we have on the car.
Oh, honey, thank you.
Go sit in there.
Okay, how do I go up? I haven't started a car in ages. I don't even know how.